Right now that I turn the camera on, he stops. Gus is convinced my son was in the truck. He was in it yesterday, and he's looking around. He wants to know, where's Nick? Today's, we're in ordinary time. And we hear all the things that Jesus did, I think, in ordinary time. Like we hear a lot focusing on what he said and what he did. Today is Hebrews, the letter of Hebrews in the first reading, chapter 2, verses 14 to 18. And it basically says that we are in flesh and blood, and so Jesus came in flesh and blood in order to experience our life and to come into union with us as humans, and to defeat and to show that it's possible to defeat the devil, Satan. So Jesus comes to be a high priest to do sacrifice, which ultimately we know he is he's offering the sacrifice, and he is the sacrifice. And he came as human form to experience everything that human sadness, happiness, abandonment, all those things. In the Psalm 108, we hear Gus whine. In Psalm 108, we hear that the Lord made a new covenant. And then in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, maybe it's 1 verses 14 to 18 instead of Hebrews 14 to 18. Anyway, in the first chapter of Mark, maybe near 29, 18 to 29, we hear that Jesus leaves the synagogue. He goes to the house of Peter and Andrew, and Peter's mother-in-law is sick. Jesus touches her hand, helps her up. The fever is gone, and she serves them. They brought all the people, or they brought lots of people to him that evening, and he cures their illnesses, and he casts out demons. Like yesterday, I didn't talk about it, but I think it was yesterday, the demons asked, "What do you have to do with us? Are you here for us? We know who you are. We know who you are, Jesus." So then Jesus goes off to a secluded place and prays, which is a good example for us. In our daily lives, we need to go off and pray to a secluded, quiet place without our phones, without distractions. Gus, I'm telling you, he's not there. Well, you can come here as many times as you want. He's not there. So, without the distractions. And then at the end, it's Jesus says, "No, I have come here to for the other villages as well, or people." So he goes and casts out demons and preaches in other places. So Jesus, in the psalm, it says the Lord brought us a new covenant. We hear a little bit about the old covenant, Abraham, but now we're hearing about the new covenant, that Jesus puts that covenant in our hearts. So go to quiet places today and pray. I know it's not easy because we have busy lives. Believe me, morning prayer or morning offering sometimes is at the time of night prayer. So Yeah, this is ordinary time, but it's not very ordinary when Jesus cures a fever, cures a town, and then recognizes that he needs to go off and pray. And there's our example. Interact with people. And after we do, and bring Jesus to them, and after we do, go and pray.